Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna listen to the creepypasta story The CuddL. Before starting, support the channel by liking this video and subscribing to this channel for future updates. David laughed along but could feel the now familiar bitterness of jealousy boil within himself. Dating another human being, the idea seemed nice. Dating another CuddL, the idea seemed even nicer. Dating another anything. The idea might have given him an erection if Devin wasn't sitting right beside him. CuddLs were registered property. A new constitutional annex dictated that no human was allowed to date more than one CuddL at a time, which meant that unless you found a single person willing to take your CuddL off your hands, or you happened to have a subscription plan like Nate, you were stuck with your CuddL forever. The same thing applied in the case of a CuddL's well-being. If something were to happen to it, the current partner was to take full responsibility. CuddLs were also completely off the table for people with any type of history related to violence. It was then that Vicky decided to change the topic. Did you guys hear that some jeweler in Russia tried to open up his CuddL? Everybody went quiet. Xavier took a deep inhale, and just as he was about to tell Vicky that her choice of subject was out of line, his CuddL interfered. That's not possible, Julian grinned. I know, but he tried anyway. How? Nate's CuddL, Krista, wanted to know. She spoke in the voice bubblegum would have if it could talk. He's a jeweler. Vicky shrugged. I guess he had one of those diamond saws lying around and wanted to see what's up. PFF, idiot, Julian continued. Our skin is made of WBN membrane. This stuff puts Kevlar to shame any day of the week. Xavier laughed. That's a bad comparison. Kevlar is super outdated. Haven't they, made better bulletproof materials since? Not really. They just added some chemical compound found in diamonds to the old thing, but I don't think it's as tough as CuddL's skin. Not after the 4th generation ones, at least. David forced himself to stop thinking about the date. It was making him angry. Everything made him angry lately, especially seeing how happy everyone around him was. He tried emptying his mind in an attempt to enjoy the lingering warmth of the bathwater. It didn't work. David took another swig of whiskey. He started to look like a fig, so even though he didn't exactly feel like it, he had no choice but to get out of the tub. As he brushed his teeth, the thought of getting into his tracksuit and going out for a jog was a lot more appealing than slipping into bed next to Devin. So what if it was 10 p.m. at night, in the middle of February? So what if he just bathed? So what if he was drunk and his girlfriend was waiting for him to come to bed? David spat toothpaste to foam in the sink with all the hate in the world. He brought the half-empty whiskey bottle back to the bedroom with him. To his surprise, Devin was waiting for him in the doorframe. What are you doing? I thought I told you to go to bed. You're upset. David thought he must look like he'd tear the entire apartment down if even his dunce of a CuddL could tell that he was upset. Yes. Move. Devin moved out of the way, obedient as ever. David, on the other hand, didn't. He just stood there, watching her with disgust and pity. Why don't you ever nag? Devin looked at him with slightly raised eyebrows. It was as close to a look of confusion as David would ever get. Girlfriends nag. It's what they do. Why do you drink on a weeknight? Why do you wear this? Why do you do that? Why don't you ever nag? David saw a multicolored light draw loops around both of Devin's irises. She was Googling the definition for nag through her Alexa chip. Devin, stop. The lights were gone and David groaned in frustration. I'm going out for a jog. Okay. David's fist clenched around the bottleneck. I'm going out for a jog on the night of Valentine's Day, instead of spending it with you. And all you have to say is okay? I want you to be happy. Then make me happy. Devin didn't even budge. It's not that she had gotten used to him screaming at her. She didn't budge the first time either. Do you want me to reheat the tea? No. You want something to eat? I already ate, dumbass. Do you want to have sex? David didn't want to go out for a jog, he wanted to run. Run far, far away from this apartment and his life with this poor imitation of a woman. Or we can watch Family Guy. That show always makes you happy. No, Devin. It doesn't make me happy, it just makes me laugh. David approached his cuddle and lowered his face to the same level as hers. You're upset, she tried again. You pointed that out already. You're like a fucking broken record. What are you going to ask me next? Tea? Food? Sex? Devin's eyebrows were slightly raised again. Family Guy? David screamed. He screamed for almost half a minute, straight into the cuddle's face. He screamed until tears started rolling down his face. You're upset. I want to help. David was shaking so hard, the whiskey in his hand was plopping in the confinements of the bottle. You want to help, you sack of metals? Then be somebody else. Be anything else. Disappear from my life or be literally anybody else. I just want you to be happy. And you think I don't? That's what you're here for. You're here to make me happy. Like Julian makes Xavier happy. Like Krista makes Nate happy. Like Bill makes Vicky happy. Devin has to make David happy, that's Devin's sole purpose. Make me happy. Devin was silent for a second. Then she opened her mouth and closed it again, and David saw multicolored light do another lap around both her irises. Happy. Adjective. 1. Feeling or showing pleasure or. David snapped. He swung the whiskey bottle at Devin's head so hard, not only did the bottle shatter, but her whole body flew and crashed into the opposite wall. She fell on the floor in a heap of hair and limbs, and seeing her like that made David snap out of his rage. Devin moved slightly. Oh God. Devin, baby, I'm sorry. It's fine. I'm okay. David crouched next to her, albeit in no particular hurry. It was redundant to ask her if she's hurt. CuddL couldn't feel pain. David helped his girl sit up, and that's when he saw it. He was looking at it intently, trying to see if that flicker of blue was really there or just a figment of his imagination. Nate's words echoed in his mind from somewhere far away, like he had heard them not earlier that night, but sometime between years ago and another life. Tilda, I don't think it's as tough as CuddL's skin. Not after the 4th generation ones, at least. A gash. There was a gash in Devin's jaw. There was a 3-inch gash in the jaw of his 2nd generation CuddL, and for the first time in years, David felt something very close to love for his girlfriend. Oh, Dev.